Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me. And we're looking at the top posts for the last week. We aren't sorted by the last week, but I just saw this one, which probably wouldn't be within the range we look, but it looks really cool. So I want to look at it anyway. Repelling engineer girl with color. Dude, this is so cool. Wouldn't it be awesome if we had, like, grappling hooks? And there's a grappling hook mod, actually, by the same guy who did space exploration. Of course, there's no verticality in Factorio, so I guess it isn't as exciting as you would think. But that's still really cool. I just love fan arts like this. It's really, really awesome. So let's look here. Why are these science labs I found not doing science? Oh my god. They do kind of look like science labs, don't they? You need to click on your barracks and train an engineer to capture an enemy building. I like that. Reminds me of RTS games. I love it. There's no mechanic to uninfest command centers in science labs yet. You'll need to build new ones with an SCV. StarCraft references. When you and 65,535 of your homies play Factorio at the same time. So this is, I guess, like from a dev. Since 0.14, the limit has been increased to this amount, and it might actually be possible to get that number of players online with exceptionally good network connection. The hard limit for number of players playing together is 65,535. Dude, that is crazy. Can you imagine having that many players? I think the most that's ever been in a game I've seen is like 400 or something. And even that was just unbelievable. I can't even fathom. So this one is 4-belt mixer properly mixes all the inputs when they're different resources as opposed to a 4-to-4 balancer. Why in God's name you would ever want this is beyond me. It looks really cool. The mixed belts look great. I don't know why you would ever want this. Unless you're just an insane person. But it's really cool that someone developed something that can actually do that. Phone does not like this, but I do. Usually people post about balancers and I see mixing it up a little. Oh man. Probably shouldn't have a train running through my base. Oh my lord. I thought he was actually dead. Holy crap. Yeah, this is we can even automate giving ourselves heart attacks in Factorio. That was so close. Oh my lord, I would have screamed so loud. Am I high or is this a Lego model? You know, now that I look at it closely, that does look a lot like a Lego piece underneath there. It's an optical table, although all the ones I've seen have a square lattice of holes rather than hexagon. Okay. I was gonna say, man, because they've used graphics from other stuff before, like the fusion reactor from Back to the Future. And stuff, which I think is really cool. But I don't think that was actually Lego. Upgrading my nuclear power station for my underpowered laser turret network when artillery range research complete. Uh-oh. Yep, when that range gets increased, they usually let off a whole new volley. Now there's all these new bases that can be hit. Oh, I like how there's just a base, like, within all these rails. That's really satisfying. Not too bad laser turrets kept going on and off as it overloaded the power grid, but luckily the bot network kept enough turrets and wall segments prepared to stop me being overrun. Yeah, because when you kill the biter bases, even with artillery, it still aggroes the biters to wherever they were shot from. So you got to make sure to have a ton of defenses. I made that mistake before. Finally joining you guys. Dude, it's $37. What is that, New Zealand? Another Kiwi person. I don't see very many of them. That's stuff is so expensive over there. I'm glad they finally joined though. That's awesome. Tank pit stop 2.0. Oh, we saw this last week, but they've upgraded. There's like the belts here. Is there any way to program the gate to not open until the tank is fully stocked repaired? You can check if items disappear from the chest. When no items disappear anymore, the gate's open, but you cannot check the content or health from the tank. Yeah, that would be cool. Having the chests when they're empty could work depending on how you set up the system. That would be really cool if you could fully automate it like that, though. Today I learned you can change GUI size with Control plus minus. Wait, really? Dude, I didn't know that. I don't know. Wow, that's so small. Oh my god. Or is this a GUI for ants, for small biters? That is so... I didn't know that. Man, today I learned. That's, if I do another tips you didn't know about Factorio, that's going in there. I had no idea you could do that. I knew you could, like, move GUIs and resize them in the options menu to a certain degree, but I didn't know you could do it with that much refinement. I'm getting addicted to belt-based designs. Glad someone likes them. I don't. I mean, I like this. I don't like building them. I mean, I love the symmetry here. You can't make really, really nice looking stuff. Usually my head just explodes before I get to that point. Balancers are murder for mega bases. Change your design so your belts are full. If all your belts are full, which is better for your UPS anyway, then there's nothing to balance, and all splitters, lane junctions are bad for your UPS. Otherwise, it's neat carry on. So any way to do, say, 5k plus signs with belts? The last time I tried belts, I couldn't even do 2k without going below 60 UPS. Yes, I believe there is now. I think, well, Mojo's was at what, like 3,200, 3,600? And 017, I think he was around 60 UPS maybe. I don't quote me on that, but I think you could get definitely over 2k in 017 now, if you're efficient with your designs. One of us, my first factory I'm proud of, and when splitters finally clicked, so worth $30. Hell yeah, just a satisfaction you get from these, from having things work like this. Press Alt. It's confusing first trying to figure out what the loops were for, then I noticed you were using half the belt for input and the other half for output. I don't think I ever tried that. Yeah, this is actually fairly common in some setups. It's cool this person figured that out that early. These bots are tried to repair a broken heart. Oh no! Yeah, man, when the trains do that. Oh, I've had this happen before. How baby trains are made. Rare footage Factorio bug before it was hunted to extinction by Covrex. Reminds me of therapist trying to repair my marriage. Ouch. F. For respect. Oh, geez. First time using a main bus. It's pretty satisfying. A simple way of making things clearer would be to leave 2 empty spaces every 4 lines in order for you to be able to cross the main bus undergrounds. Yeah. So basically, in all my bases where I do main buses, I suggest this. Most people suggest this. That way you can do the undergrounds between instead of having to like underground parts of your bus for it. Well, it's more efficient, but even putting that aside, I think it just looks nicer. Such a humble, small logo for such a great team. Indeed. That's one thing you can check off your bucket list. Did you knock? Oh, that's great. Hey, here's our seating. I staying at the office, sleeping in the floor above the office until 27th. Nice. So if you or someone else happens to be in the area, feel free to stop by any time before midnight. Dude, that's awesome. I wish it was easier to get to Prague. I would so love to visit the devs. It's like a freaking like 18-hour flight or something from here. Basically explains the team small, simple, and don't want to be that large company that sells crappy DLC and BC. Bullcrap. Bitcoin, same thing. Thanks, I just uninstalled Factorio. I purchased the game a long time ago, I think before it was even on Steam. Gmail tells me I purchased it on September 14, 2015 for $17.42. The original trailer captured my attention. I wanted to see what it was like. After roughly 7 hours of play, I feel like I know what it's like now. Unfortunately for me, Factorio scratched that itch for feeling productive, but at 700 hours, I can't afford to play the game anymore. Too many hours I can't get back. I genuinely want to thank Ruby Software. You made an awesome game, and the support and work you've put into it is obvious and fantastic. You took the core idea you had so long ago and kept improving it without watering it down. I wanted to create games when I was younger, and And the way you make games is exactly what I wanted to do. I hope you all have the best futures in this community. It has been the best gaming community I've seen. I paid 0.02 cents an hour of enjoyment. I don't think a better value has ever been had. I would completely agree. Congrats on quitting. See you again next year. Don't try him. It seems serious. I hope he is well. Take care. Oh, man. I think I'm around 1,600 mark. Still only launched a single rocket. Can't wait to put in another 1,600. Almost 1,000. Not even one rocket. Don't ask me how many safe games I've called new or new final. Having a launch one, it means the second isn't far. I'm on 175 my current game. Yeah, it's that's awesome. I'm glad they got so much enjoyment out of it. So now I was in no tutorials, automate green science, and automate in an update to my last post. One of us. Oh yeah, that's the guy who did the loop thing, right? New player here as well. I haven't seen anyone mention that you only need one boiler per 2 steam engines, yeah. So you have enough boilers to test 6 more engines. I wonder why people do the opposite. Yeah, I mean it's not initially obvious. Playing around with some new unreleased mod features. Cloning. DVD. What? You can have like GUIs floating around. That's hilarious. Especially when we have the solitaire complete card effect. Took me a little while to realize from the UI in the top right, this is the map screen. Intriguing. Oh my god, it is. What the hell? Oh man, yep. Get ready for Factorio Solitaire. They learned if you use the picker tool, Q by default, over an ore patch, it automatically selects highest level jewel in your inventory. Indeed. Yeah, it's actually quite groundbreaking. I always forget that I can do it, but it is a thing. I started filling gaps in my modular base with solar panels. That's actually really smart. You can actually get a decent amount of solar panel just by kind of filling in gaps if you're okay with how it aesthetically looks. They'll become old quickly. 2 ways you need to redesign parts and the panels are in the way of your new designs more commonly than you'd think and are what you want to copy an area to somewhere else where the panels don't make as much sense to apply that particular way and die in the template. That is true, but I still think it's a cool concept. My 2 module second belt only headache. Oh my god, that's 120 modules a minute. I'm guessing level 3s. Look at these just lines of belts. Just these solid things of belts. They're thick, man. It's going to be a nightmare getting more resources in there once those patches dry up. Yep, the modules are so expensive. That shows you what it takes. Which one am I? Color is an invalid command. This is anti-Canadian and will not stand for it. Oh, /color. Okay. I'm a programmer. Unfortunately, American spellings rule the libraries. I actually don't know how to spell gray anymore. Me neither. I never remember like what way people prefer to have it spelled. Little arm that couldn't, number 2. Oh no! The poor little inserter. Multi-product recipes need to list their products by name. You know, wouldn't that be... I have thought this for such a long time. It would make the GUIs bigger, but like... especially for anyone new or like for mods, this would make things so much easier because you see the pictures, but you don't actually... like, if you need to find out what they are, like what they're used for, you don't know what the name is if you're new to the game or like new to a mod, and so you can't search it. You have a search function in the crafting menu, but if you don't know what the name is, you can't search for it. I think this would be worth having the GUI bigger. It would just be so much more helpful. And like if the devs are trying to move in the direction of making things less confusing for new players, like they seem to be in the Friday Facts, I think this is like a perfect addition for that. It would just clear up so much things. Yes, exactly. Angels Bobs, or like I dealt with this, I'm dealing with this in space exploration too. is it's like it's so hard to tell what the things are because you can't tell what their names are. Oh, there is a mod for that, which is awesome. I didn't actually know that. And last, on the topic of perfect, circuitless sushi 6-to-1 science. Oh my gosh. Science sushi. Still bothers me, but at the same time, it looks so cool. I can't really hate it. That's pretty awesome. Real tests are to see what happens if one of the input feeds is interrupted or has less throughput than the others, temporarily or permanently. Or the consumers temporarily only consume 4 or 5 of the 6 beaker types. That's pretty cool though. And then the Friday facts. Double checking if I forgot any. Some good stuff here, some good designs, good ideas. As always, really, really interesting stuff. I just love doing these. So much inspiration and stuff here. So anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts below. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.